Hey Raider Nation, what's up Silver and Black Faithful? It's time to get hyped because the Las Vegas Raiders are back and better than ever in this new era of football. I'm talking straight fire, straight passion, as a die-hard fan, just like you, ready to dive into all the Las Vegas Raiders news that's making waves right now. We've got a legendary coach at the helm, some blockbuster moves in the offseason, and predictions that have the whole NFL buzzing. If you're as excited as I am about seeing our team rise up and dominate, stick around because this is going to be epic. Picture this. After years of ups and downs, the Raiders make a game-changing hire that screams, "Just win, baby." Pete Carroll, the man who turned the Seattle Seahawks into a powerhouse with a Super Bowl win and consistent playoff runs, is now our head coach. Hired back in January 2025 on a 3-year deal with a team option for a fourth, Carroll didn't waste any time laying out his vision. He wants immediate success, no rebuild excuses, and he's brought that championship pedigree to Las Vegas. With 170 career wins under his belt, he's the perfect leader to ignite Raider Nation and get us back to the glory days. But it's not just talk. Carroll's already assembled a killer staff to make it happen. We're talking Chip Kelly as offensive coordinator, bringing that high-octane scheme, and Patrick Graham sticking around on defense to keep things locked down. General Manager John Spytek, fresh from Tampa Bay, has been Carroll's right-hand man in reshaping the roster. Together, they've focused on building a physical, run-first identity that's all about toughness and execution. And let me tell you, Raiders fans, the energy at training camp has been electric. Players are buying in, competing hard, and showing that silver and black swagger we all love. Now, let's talk about the quarterback room, because that's where the magic starts. Geno Smith, the veteran gunslinger who revived his career in Seattle under Carroll, is our new QB1, and he's looking sharp. Over the last 3 seasons, Smith's thrown for over 10,000 yards, 60 touchdowns, and led teams to the playoffs, stats that prove he's got the experience to handle the bright lights of Vegas. In preseason action, he's been connecting on deep balls and making smart decisions, reminding everyone why Carroll trusts him to run the show. But don't sleep on the competition. Aiden O'Connell is pushing hard as the backup, saying every day is a battle with himself to get better. What do you think, Raider Nation? Is this the duo that finally stabilizes our offense? Hold up, because the run game is about to be beast mode reincarnated. Enter Ashton, the explosive running back we snagged with a number 6 overall pick in the 2025 NFL Draft out of Boise State. This guy's a tank, powerful, shifty, and built for Carroll's ground and pound style, just like Marshawn Lynch back in the day. In our recent preseason Week 2 loss to the 49ers, 22-19 at Allegiant Stadium, jeanty bulldozed a defender on a 13-yard run and racked up 35 yards in limited snaps, including a touchdown that had the crowd roaring. He's already talking about making plays for the team, and with vets like him leading the charge, our backfield could average over 150 rushing yards per game this season. Gerald McCoy, the former NFL star who's seen it all, just dropped some major praise on the Dan Patrick Show, calling the Raiders his sneaky team for 2025. Pete Carroll is a 10-win coach, McCoy said, emphasizing how Carroll's formula, a physical run game, veteran QB play, and smart additions, always delivers. He highlighted jeanty as the perfect fit for that Lynch-like role, and Smith as the steady hand who doesn't need babysitting. McCoy's got me believing we could shock the league, especially after years of inconsistency. Raiders fans, are you feeling that same vibe? This endorsement from a guy with 6 Pro Bowls under his belt has Raider Nation dreaming big. Training camp has been a grind, but the silver and black are emerging stronger. From OTAs in May to minicamp, and now the final weeks before roster cuts, players have been battling for spots with that Raider intensity. Max Crosby's still our defensive anchor, terrorizing QBs with his relentless motor, while young guns like Brock Bowers at tight end are flashing star potential. No major injuries reported so far, knock on wood, but the depth is being tested, especially on the offensive line where Jordan Meredith's stepping up. With the 53-man roster deadline looming on August 27th, tough decisions are coming, but Carroll's emphasized competition at every position to build a winner. Let's rewind to that preseason clash with the 49ers because it showed glimpses of what's to come. Sure, we fell short 22-19, but the fight was there. Our defense forced turnovers, and the offense moved the chains when it mattered. Rookie QB Cam Miller got some reps, showing poise in the pocket, while O'Connell connected on key passes that kept drives alive. Jeanty's bounce-back performance after a quiet Week 1 debut was the highlight, proving he's ready for the NFL grind. Carroll's post-game presser on August 17th had him fired up about the team's resilience, saying it's all about building habits for the regular season opener. Raider Nation, what stood out to you from that game? Expert opinions are rolling in, and they're aligning with McCoy's take. The Raiders could be playoff contenders. ESPN's training camp buzz highlights our QB stability and defensive battles as key strengths, predicting a potential breakout if the run game clicks. Bleacher Report's got us pegged for 9 to 10 wins, citing Carroll's track record and spy-tech-savvy moves like trading for depth pieces. But it's not all roses. We've got to shore up the secondary and avoid the penalty pitfalls from last year. Still, with home games at Allegiant Stadium rocking like never before, I see us surprising teams in the AFC West. Do you think we can challenge the Chiefs for the division crown? As we gear up for preseason Week 3, the momentum is building. Carroll outlined his expectations back in July. Physical football, smart play, and winning now. Players like Crosby are echoing that, with quotes about embracing the always compete mentality that's become the team's mantra. The roster's a mix of vets and rookies, but the chemistry's forming fast. Think Smith handing off to Jeanty for chunk plays, Bowers stretching the field. Fan sentiments are sky-high too. Everywhere I look, Raider Nation's talking about this new energy. It's got that throwback feel to the Al Davis era, where commitment to excellence isn't just a slogan. Roster cuts are just around the corner, and predictions are swirling about who makes the final 53. Some outlets are saying we might part ways with a preseason standout to prioritize depth elsewhere. But that's the tough business of the NFL. Assistant GM Brian Stark's recent presser on August 19th emphasized evaluating every snap, from training camp drills to game film. With no room for complacency, guys like O'Connell and Miller are fighting for that backup spot, potentially deciding who stays. Raiders fans, who do you want to see locked in for Week 1? The 2025 schedule drops some tough tests early, but Carroll's got the blueprint to navigate it. Opening against a divisional rival? Bring it on. Our run defense, bolstered by Graham's schemes, could stifle opponents. Stats from camp show our offense averaging over 25 points in scrimmages, a huge jump from last year. And with Jeanty's college numbers, over 2,000 all-purpose yards at Boise State. Translating to the pros, we're set for explosive plays. This team's got the pieces. Now it's about execution and staying healthy. Wrapping this up, Raider Nation, the Las Vegas Raiders are poised to shock the world in 2025. From Pete Carroll's winning formula to Geno Smith's leadership and Ashton Jeanty's thunderous runs, the Silver and Black are rebuilding that fearsome identity. McCoy's right. We're the sneaky team no one sees coming, ready to rack up those 10 wins and make a playoff push. The legacy of Just Win, Baby is alive and well in Vegas, and I can't wait to see it unfold. So what are you waiting for? Hit that like button if you're hyped for the season. Drop a comment below with your bold predictions for the Raiders. Will Jeanty rush for 1,000 yards as a rookie? Subscribe right now for more Las Vegas Raiders news, updates, and breakdowns. And share this with your fellow Raider Nation members. Let's pack Allegiant Stadium and show the league what we're made of. Until next time, stay committed to excellence. Go Raiders!